Alright, family, so we made it to our campsite tonight. Now we're back up at Ponderosa, where the snow video happened at. And these guys are anxious to get out. Number 2 is where we're at, just down the road. And it's beautiful out here. I mean, beautiful sunshine warmth. Let's go check it out. Alright, we're about to let these guys out and do a little bit of running and get some exercise. Better watch out, you guys, because they're going to barrel us over. Watch out. And there they go. But look at people leaving their trash here. This is nasty. I'm going to call people out on this on YouTube. Take your trash with you. And you can see, number 2. What's that?
I'll just do what the ranger says to do.
Yeah, I put it out here by the road. You know, seriously, what you pack in, pack out. It's ridiculous that you guys have to come out here and leave trash out here. Sorry for making you dizzy spinning around. But yes, the lovely number 2. Change the subject. It is absolutely gorgeous out here. No snow on the ground. Warm 75, almost 80 degrees. Been about, I want to say 2-3 weeks since we've been out here.
Coda.
Looks like the forestry's been going through and doing a lot of cutting. Kind of sad to see, but we've had a lot of forest fires during dry seasons out here. So they're cutting a lot of this brush out to help with the forest fires. But look how beautiful this place is. Now Camp 7, where the snow video was at, is up that way. I love coming out here. It's only a few miles from town.
No, we can pull the awning out. That's fine.
Alright guys, so kind of break it down. You can see we're getting things set up. We got all of our food stuff over here. Camera equipment right here in the middle. And then over here is mostly hygiene going to some mining equipment. And then mostly we got to get to all the food. And I was thinking about pulling the awning out, but I'm not too sure. We may end up having to go to town tomorrow, and sometimes I just don't like breaking that thing out and putting it back up. So we might pull the awning out. It depends if we stay here tomorrow.
I went for this tomorrow. First step, get yourself a lamb chop or pork chop, and you choose the seasons you want. I normally like to use a little bit of onion powder, that was nice and tapping. Now I gotta clean it off. Some garlic powder. I love garlic. Sprinkle a little bit in there. And my choice is either Kansas City inspired, Texas inspired seasoned rubs. These are bold and smoky. The other one's sweet and smoky. And this one is Carolina inspired seasoned rub, bold and tangy. Which I think I'm gonna do bold and tangy myself tonight. And then I'll put some in there. I always add a little pepper, even though there's pepper in this season I got. If it doesn't want to cut out. Go a little deeper. I know these are for steaks, but I like to use them because they got like peppers and other big spicy food in there. Put a little bit in there. Close it up. I know, what do you think? Thinking. The other side needs to be done. Well, you should put enough in there. Just shake it around. And then, while you wait for this can sit and season for a little bit. That's it. And then on to the second one.
Now, McCormick.
Now it's time to get the lamb chops on. I know. Ooh, a non-stick pan.
Plate is clean. And lamb chops for the doggies. Gizmo already had his. He inhaled it, as he normally does. Alright guys, I'm going to show you a little bit around the camp here. You can see the dog bowls are right there. I've got my tripod stands out for my lights, so I can set those up. That's for my classwork. And up here you can see I got some of my lights set up. Almost. Like I'm starting to get them put up. This light here is for nighttime, of course. Just so I have some light out here. But they're one of my class lights. Come around here, you can see we got the awning set up. And we're just kind of pulling stuff out, letting it air out. It's a warm day here. It's a good 70, no, I'd say 65, 70 degrees. Somewhere in there. I haven't looked at the temperature. You come around. So we have a little kitchen going on here. Tonight, looks like we're going to be having some Angus beef prime rib hamburgers. Some of the food that we're cleaning out right here. Not really cleaning out, but going through to see what we want to eat tonight. I know that we have to munch on those Nutri-Grain bars. They're going to be going bad here soon. Well, and our little campsite here in Ponderosa. A good little shade in here. I wish the forestry hadn't cut so many of the bushes down, but back to cleaning out. Alright guys, a little more of the drawback to living with a dog. You can see where this is all their water instead of just wetting the seat. Leaving mold. Yuck. Mainly Anubis, you're right. Has long hair, all of his fur. Guys. Voila, you guys, a clean floor. I still need to get underneath the seat back here and a few other little spots, but I'm okay with this for right now. I'm like very much okay with this. This looks so much better. And for the last touch, a little bit of spray so it can start smelling a lot better in here too. How about this? April Fool's on April 2nd. Yesterday the storm started moving in, and it was just a light little, a couple of flurries that came through. It was cold and windy, and then it got clear, it was sunny, somewhat chilly. Didn't think it was going to snow again, but then about 11 o'clock today, it's about 11:30, noonish now, it started doing this. And how about this really cool effect of fog on the pavement? Now this pavement is still warm. It's not cold. You would think it would be. But as the snow's hitting it, it's melting off and creating this really neat fog effect. Yeah, who would have thought? Snow, Old Man Winter just wants to hold on here in the 1st of April. I was hoping we were done with this back in March. But here we are. Another round of snow. It's all good. Par for the course for overlanding, right guys? Well, we'll see how much decides to stick. I don't think it's going to stick, to be honest with you. Eros. Huh? It's a little chilly out, but yeah, it's a little steamy. I think it's the pavement. Yeah. Might be from the, it's chilly out here. You've been sitting in there warm. Hey, you, over here. It's a nice little area I let them play in every now and then. No one's ever told me not to. It's enclosed. They can jump up the wall if they want to, they know it. You two, stay in here. Over here.
The dog can eat over there.
Okay. Oh, you got to watch your boy.
That one, the bathroom hall right there.
Dude, okay. Right, YouTube family. So this is the start, well, not really the start, but the beginning of one of two operations I'm going to be having on my eyes. I'm standing just outside the eye clinic right now, and this is a pre-operation. What's been going on? Well, I'll explain that to you here in a minute. Well, here in a little bit, but to say the least right now, yeah, things haven't been that great for me. If you look at any of my past videos and how foggy and unfocused they've been, you'll see what I'm talking about. So, let me get in here and get started. Good morning. It is May 15th and day after my eye surgery. As you can see, I still got the cap on. And so far, I'm already starting to see better out of that eye. Now, I still got this eye to do, my left one. I'll have that surgery on June the 11th. But we are about back in the game, you guys. And I will be out making videos here real soon for you. Other than this one on cataracts and my unfortunate bout with it. But it is what it is, and you know, I am looking forward to much better eyesight, way better eyesight. Yeah, me just talk to you guys real quick about the cataracts here and, you know, the progression of it. Last year in January, I didn't catch it. I went out, did some target shooting, archery shooting, and when I was done, I remember I wasn't even done yet, actually. I remember out at the archery range, I pull my bow back, I get to about right here, I release the arrow, and all of a sudden I felt a pop from this side. And this eye started having a bunch of black little swirls and squiggles with it and stuff, and I didn't think nothing of it at the time. I thought, oh, maybe I just strained my eye, you know, no big deal. So about a month goes by and February hits and we get hit with a huge snowstorm. I wake up in the Walmart parking lot that morning, and I go to get out of my truck, and everything has a white haze to it. I didn't catch it right away at that time. I thought maybe when I got out of the truck with the snow on the ground, because we got a really good snowfall that night in February, the sun, I thought maybe I had just given myself some snow blindness, temporary snow blindness. And I thought that for a while, all through the rest of February, March, April, May, June. I consistently kept thinking, I just had snow blindness. It was no big deal because it would come and go. My vision would clear up really nicely, and then it would get foggy and hazy again. And I'm thinking, oh, this is just because I had snow blindness back in February. Come December, after the North Carolina trip, things started getting really bad. Between October and November, I stopped driving at night altogether, and I didn't really consider it being cataracts. I just thought, well, I'm 49 years old. It's old age. It's what happens, you know, those sort of things. I'm blowing it off, you guys, okay? But at the same time, I'm paying attention to it because, you know, I'm driving. I'm responsible for other people's lives on the road. So when I got ready to leave North Carolina, it got to where when the sun would be going down in the evening or coming up in the evening, all the vehicles on the road were ghosted out. They'd just be like a black halo. I'd see the vehicle, but it'd be a black halo. I'd see the taillights, but the rest of the vehicle would be a black halo. When I got back here to Prescott, November 30th, I realized, and I was realizing, no, there is something terribly wrong here. And I parked the truck. I didn't want to drive anymore. And I immediately started looking for eye clinics to get into. And here we are in May, and I'm having cataract surgery. So, if you look at the progression of how this happened with me and how I kept blowing it off and making excuses that, oh, it's just this, it's just that. Don't do that, okay? Seriously, don't do that. It's not worth it. It's not, if you're someone who drives a lot or just drives back and forth to work on your regular commute, it's not worth risking the other people on the highway, okay? You know, your depth perception gets really messed up. Your ability to see things is hampered. I mean, there's times when I can't even read this screen right here, you know, my phone screen, even with reading glasses. If it's too bright of daylight, like if I step out in the sunlight right there, I wouldn't be able to see the buttons on my phone. I wouldn't be able to see any of the letters on my phone. I would be looking for a black background to be able to see everything. So, you know, it really does hamper a lot. I mean, it's basic. It's your vision, right? This is how you see it, you know. This is how you operate during the day. And a lot of people navigate through life blind, okay? I mean, I get that, you know, and they do okay. But when you're someone like me or you watching a video who can see, when your vision gets hampered, it puts a huge damper on everything that you're doing. You know, and reading, I love to read, okay? I'm a huge reader. I love reading, and not being able to read the words on a page has driven me absolutely insane. You know, there's times when I can read a black background. You know, if I turn my phone into dark mode, I can read that. White letters, black background. But if it was a white background with black letters, no, I couldn't read that. So, you guys, you know, just take time, pay attention to your eyesight. If you think anything's wrong, immediately go into an eye doctor and get things checked out. Don't waste any time at it. It's not worth it. And I will see you guys here soon. Alright guys, it's Monday, May the 19th, and it's been 1 week after my first eye surgery. And how's my vision? How am I seeing? Awesome. You know, everything is crystal clear. I've got these eye drops here that I've got to put in 4 times a day. And then starting, I think, Wednesday, I do it 3 times and just lessens down. And then June 11th, I've got my next surgery for my left eye. And I'm so looking forward to it. I'm already seeing what I can see. Okay, let me slow down a little bit, getting a little tongue-tied here. From what I can see already, just out of my right eye, I am so excited for June 11th. I can't tell you guys. And you wouldn't think somebody would be excited to go under the knife, you know, but it's a 15-minute procedure. Like, no time at all, and it in and out, real easy. Now, the doctors did say there might be some discomfort, a little bit of pain in the eye, but in all honesty, I've had really no pain. Itchiness, yes. Do I want to scratch my eyes? Absolutely. But you can't do that. You'll ruin the implant. So, you know, there is that factor. But in all honesty, it's painless, you guys. For me, anyway. You know, maybe some of you have gone through cataract surgery, had a different experience. But for me, this has actually been a very painless experience. The sitting around, not being able to do anything, that's been more the painful part. You know, I like to get up and do stuff. I like to be on my phone, my laptop, trying to make videos for you guys, and being stuck, not being able to do any of that has been so boring and so painful. Boo-hoo me, right? But okay, well, I'm over it. You know, here soon we are definitely going to be back on the road and heading out, so look forward to that. If you like my content, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button, hit the follow button, hit that notification bell so you get the new episodes coming out. Follow me on Patreon. All of my content, although I offer a great deal of it here free on YouTube for you to watch, I do have a Patreon section. For $1 a month, you will be able to get behind the scenes stuff and a whole bunch of other content that I'm not sharing on Facebook or Instagram and other social media platforms, which I do have. So make sure you follow me on there, you guys. And on Wednesday, I have another doctor's appointment for my eye. We'll see how it's healing up, and I will see you soon. Good morning, Stanislaus family. So it is about 9 a.m., June the 11th, and today is surgery day. It is time to get my left eye worked on, and I'm so happy that it's here. I'm so tired of sitting around and doing almost nothing and not being able to drive very far. So today's the day, and I'm just sitting here waiting on the shuttle bus to take me over to Cottonwood and get my eye surgery completed. People walking in the door over there, sorry. Yeah, it's gonna be, I'll show you guys where I'm sitting at real quick. You can see, got that door there, and let me turn around, you got that door over there, and I keep having to look at which way people are coming through. Plus, I'm looking out for the shuttle bus, so I don't miss it. Yeah, I'm ready to get this ordeal over with. I'm ready to hit the open road. I'm ready to go see some gold, mine some gemstones, do some metal detecting, and not be sitting around a parking lot. Kind of really sucks, let me tell you. It really does. Alright, you guys, so it's roughly 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and look, I'm all done. I'm all taped up. I gotta wear this thing for a couple of days. But, yay, we're done. My eyesight's going to be better. I can now go back to painting and doing my artwork and my jewelry work and making videos for you guys that won't be so pale and horrible looking. Oh, man. I go back and look at a few of those old videos from the last couple of months. I'm horrified by what I see. But that's okay. You know, dealing with cataracts, I couldn't really see everything I was doing. And kind of why you guys haven't seen a lot of videos, because I'm more embarrassed, like, nah, that doesn't look good, I can't post that. So tomorrow morning I got an appointment at 9 a.m. to have my eye checked, and then the 18th will be my last eye appointment to make sure I'm healing up properly, and we will be back on the road. I've got a few little minor repairs to do on the Crow, You know, there's a whole bunch of stuff I've been holding off on not doing because of my eyesight and the issue with that. You know, right now for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to take the time just to let my eyes heal before I go jumping into anything major or getting any dust or oil or grease in them, and make plans for what we're going to do next. But I can promise you, family, there's going to be some really cool content coming out. I got some really good stuff planned, some really neat places to go to. And, you know, to all you other YouTubers out there, I've been watching you, studying you, seeing the places you've been going to. And you know what? I'm making plans on places that no one has been to. Just to let you know. Now, it doesn't mean we're going to be stopping off, and we're not going to be stopping off in places that have been documented and thousands of people have gone to before. But I'm really looking at those most unique places that really haven't been documented, not a lot of travelers have seen, right here in the United States. So we're going to be visiting those places and putting them on YouTube, of course. But there is a whole lot more that I have planned outside just visiting places. So stay tuned, you guys. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and please hit that notification button so you know when new content is being dropped and you can watch it right away. So, other than that, I will keep you guys updated on what's going on here, and all these videos, of course, are going to be put together into one video. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, I keep saying and because I'm looking for something to say, but really there's not much to say, you guys. We are over this hump. This is a big milestone here, and I am just really ecstatic to be done and over with this and to get back on with life. I think that's something else too. It's just to get back on with life. Things have been so stagnant and boring here lately. We gotta keep getting little hiccups here, little burps. Probably from this ice cream I've been inhaling. But the only thing I can eat right now, which I can eat anything I want right now, but that's what I'm craving. That's what I want is ice cream. Gotta have some ice cream. Love ice cream, especially chocolate mint. I mean, this is like my second favorite flavor of ice cream. Baskin & Robbins, you make my first flavor, and that's daiquiri ice. I absolutely adore daiquiri ice. Thank you, Mom. You introduced me when I was a little kid, and I've never stopped liking it. It's probably my favorite, just like yours. So, guys, I'll let you know what the doctor says tomorrow, and I'll let you know what he says on the 18th. Alright, you guys, so I'm done here at the doctor for today, and looks like I'll have to come back in July, 4 weeks from now, to have my left eye checked on and a little bit of my right eye. From what he said, it's healing really fast, and they'll most likely be scar tissue. They'll have to go in and do a little bit of laser surgery to remove the scar tissue, and I'll be good. Other than that, I am 100%. I'm healing perfect. There's no complications. And I'm pretty much good to go. So let's go and have some fun for the next 4 weeks and see what we can get into. Alright, you guys, so today we have a great place that we're going to go try to camp at tonight. And that place is just a few miles outside of town. Now, it is listed on Onyx, so if you're interested in finding this location and the trail that we're about to go camp on, you'll be able to find it on the Onyx app pretty easy. Yes, I'm driving into the sun at the moment, so it's kind of bright. But this place is known as Thumb Butte, and it is one of the more favorites of the easy trails to drive down here in the area. One of the favorite places of people to go and camp. So we are on our way up there right now, and let's enjoy this drive. Alright guys, so we haven't exactly reached our final destination yet. Down here is a parking area where some of the major hiking trails going up to Thumb Butte are located at. And this isn't where we're going to stop at. We're actually going to be going a little bit up further to where the campgrounds are at, to a trail called Thumb Butte Loop Road. And yes, the dogs are really excited to, they love coming up here and out in the woods, of course. And Noob, he's got anxiety issues. He just likes to pace back and forth and be all crazy. But it's okay. He could be all crazy. Let's enjoy this drive, you guys.
I know which one you're talking about. It's the one right above you.
Yeah.
With the white issue.
Turn ourselves around and get ourselves situated here. And I'll give you a through the windshield view of the campsite while the dogs are excitingly anticipating getting out to run. Which we are going to have to watch them on this road. Try not to hit the tree. Gizmo's over there barking orders. Shit. I almost hit that tree, you guys. Trying to go in between them. Well, that works.
I don't know why you thought you could put it through that.
I don't know why either, but it's going to look good on camera.
I think they let their leash.
Oh no. Alright, I'm about to let them out, but let's look at this place real quick, you guys. This is beautiful. Look at this. I mean, how's that? We'll have to wander over there. Let's go check it out real quick. Jennifer's got the dogs. This is pretty neat. Check out something I've been digging right there. Anybody home? Hello? No, no. Another one of those holes. Wonder if it's connected to that one down there. I don't know. Wonder if I'd be digging them. I wonder what would be digging those. I mean, look at that, you guys. Now that's spectacular. Absolutely beautiful up here. Yes, I'm repeating myself. I mean, how's that for a view up here, you guys? And only a few miles from town. I mean, I think we drove a total of 5 miles up here, maybe 6, out of town. We're on a dirt road. And look at the view we have. Absolutely beautiful. Worth it. Worth every bit of little gas. And it's not a hard road to drive. I mean, it's not... You don't need four-wheel drive on Thumb Butte Loop Road, okay? There are some trails up in here you might need it. There are ATV trails. But that particular road right there, it's a level 1 or 2. It's real easy. Now, I do expect our campsite to be real busy tonight. Being right on the main road. We're going to have all sorts of traffic coming through. I almost bet you it's going to be real dusty, too. Whew. Nice little walk there. That was a lot of fun. Got some people coming by. As I said earlier, this is going to be a kind of a busy area. Being right on the main road. But it's a nice little campsite. What number are we? We are camp number 7 up here. Now, to be perfectly honest with you guys, I'm not too sure about any paranormal activity up here. I'm sure there might be some, but we'll have to research that tonight and see what we find out. I'm more just expecting a very busy night of people driving by. But we at least have ourselves a nice little spot to relax and just enjoy what Mother Nature has to offer out here.
Can you not knock the water out of my hand, Gizmo? If you're balls enough to it. Okay, I lied. Okay, you both are balls enough to do it.
And they're off.
Oh, I got two black and a brownie.
I don't know what this person's doing. Gone by twice. Most likely looking for a campsite, but I'll tell you what, you guys. It's dark out here, and this road just has not stopped being busy. And this is the first car that's kind of like gone back and forth, but I'm pretty sure you can't see me at all on the camera. It's okay. I mean, look how dark it is out there. That's what we see, you guys. That's what we see. What light is in here is overhead light and my flashlight from my phone. That's about it. Good morning, family. So we are starting to head out of Thumb Butte this morning. It's roughly about 7:30, almost 8 o'clock, and I realize I have no water, which happens all the time, okay? I came up here just to camp last night and get away and from the city, and I forgot to fill up the water jugs. So I got to head back to town and at least get the dogs some water, and most likely we'll either come back up here, or there are thousands of miles in the Bradshaw Mountains that we could explore. Thousands of miles of trails. So I'm going to make a decision on if we're going to come back up here tonight, stay in town tonight, or if we're going to maybe go somewhere else in the Bradshaws and camp out.
People say this campground's got bad. They weren't lying. It wasn't this bad a couple years ago. I remember you flying through this, chasing your dad down. Was that good?
Our truck was that good.
Tahoe?
Yeah. This Avalanche is just as good as that fucking Tahoe, but it needs a little bit more.
You've been in this spot?
Huh? Yeah. We camped in this spot before with Dad.
Alright guys, we just landed at camp. Oh, been here for a minute or two. Decided to eat some food. And now we're letting the dogs out to play. Let's check this place out a little bit. We're in a different campsite than last night. Last night we were over at 7 up here on Thumb Butte. And today we are at Camp 9, a little further up the road. There's people come down the road. You two, over here. Not a bad fire ring right there. At least the metal one. It's kind of spacey up here. Trip over stuff. Look at the trail right here. Now, let's explore this now a little bit. Yippers. Not a bad spot. I actually like how spacious it is. Only thing I don't like is being so close to the road, but...
I don't mind being closer. Coda! Look.
What?
He's heading to the road again. Coda!
Now that wind's something. Look at that. Just imagine how red the stalks of that were. Part of one of these smaller bushes right here. This is pretty. Hopefully it calms down later on. Come on, you guys. Newbie. He has no idea where he's going. What? Where'd those guys go?
Perfect view. See what's over here. A bit more. I'm breaking my neck on these rocks. I'm just enjoying seeing the views, and I mean, what's not to enjoy, right, guys? Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. And then look at these rock formations. Look at how they just form up the bedrock here. If it wasn't for my eye surgery right now, I'd probably try to dig into a little bit of this or do some metal detecting around it. I can't bend over right now. Not for another week or two. I'm not supposed to put that kind of strain on my eye. And then, as I mentioned before, June 11th, I have my next eye surgery, and that'd be another 2 to 4 weeks where metal detecting and gold mining is kind of out of the question. But we can still come out and explore at least. What you got? Oh. Is that the Prescott P right over there? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And way out there is the Prescott P. We weren't even telling these guys to get in the truck, and they were just like, bloop, we're going in. My screen's real dark. Hopefully you guys can see that. Oh, nice just to get out and stretch our legs. A little warm out here. About 85 degrees. The wind helps, but then it's also, when it kicks up, it not cool on the eye. Comes another gust of it. Definitely gonna get out and explore for a little bit more this summer. So it's starting to get a little bit dark, and I figure let the dogs run around one more time. Let them get as much playtime as possible.
I'm gonna stop.
Come on, guys. And they're off. Here in a couple of weeks, I'm looking forward to having a campfire again, too. Chop some wood up when my eyes are all healed up. The boulders down in here. This is so cool. Newbie, newbie, newbie. Too far. Over here. Come on. He's like, no problem, Dad. I got this. They step up. This is so cool. That's what I love about geological features. You know, I know some about geology, not a whole lot. You know, road trails, roadside geology of California and roadside geology of Arizona, other states. I've read those books. But I don't know every rock. I absolutely love how Mother Nature just builds herself like this through tectonic plate motion and volcanism and all the isms out there. Oh, newbie found himself a potty spot. Let's give him a little bit of privacy. Coda! Are you going potty too? Yeah, I think he is. Let's go over here. Coda! Newbie! Try to keep them by me. They're expecting to go back to the truck. See? Come on, you guys. Newbie. This place is so cool. I just want to barrel down through there and hike, but I know I can't. I can't because of my eye right now. But that's okay. At least those two are getting their exercise out. Oh, I didn't get that on camera. Anubis just biffed it. Are you okay, newbie? I saw you biff it. I don't see anything too interesting other than the rocks and the foliage. The natural environment. Nothing too weird out here. Pretty normal. Which is a good thing. I'll tell you, I'm kind of busy already on the road. So it'll be interesting nighttime. You having fun, little Giz? Huh, Gizmo? Huh, Gizmo? Gizmo, don't go in there. Come on. Gizmo. When is he found?
The woman? Is that the shadow woman you're talking about? They hurt me and she was crying.
I have a hard time understanding what they're saying on that one. But, guys, we just decided to do this randomly, which we do. We don't really believe in it, but we're up here at Thumb Butte, where we're going to be camping at tonight. And, you know, I knew there were some ghost stories up here and throughout the entire Bradshaws. And just about anywhere you go, they have their ghost stories and folklore. So we decided to try this, and we paid for it, paid $10. And this is what we're hearing over the necrophonic app on our phone.
So far we've got Shadow Woman, Lily, and some woman screaming that they're hurting me. And I also got Navajo, and it doesn't sound like there's Navajo language coming through, or some kind of Navajo language. Nympha.
Is there anybody here that would like to communicate with us? We hear a lot of people chatting over this.
Said God at 9.
It's funny because we're in Camp 9.
Turn it off. Leave.
No, we're not leaving.
You, who are you? Demonic. Alright, I'm going to stop this and I'm going to move on to a different app.
I just heard, did you stop and disappear? Something like that on that last one. I'll have to listen to it on the camera. That was like the last thing I heard before you stopped it.
Now let's do Spirit Talker. Anybody want to talk? This might be different to you.
Is there anybody here in the campground that might want to talk? Any spirits there? We have a device here in our hand that allows us to speak with you. We understand that there might be a few spirits that have come up here and met their demise over the years.
Any miners?
Any
Like
gold miners? Any 49ers out there that used to live or camp up here that like to talk?
Rich.
Is this area rich?
Or did you get rich from the gold?
I know I heard the name Gilbert and what, Elizabeth over that a couple.
Lilith.
Lilith? Well, that's a freaky one to get.
Or Lily. And Caroline.
Yeah, Caroline was one.
Looks like nobody wants to come through and talk through this. So, let's stop this. We only got Richard. Or Rich. Could be a nickname for Richard, too.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm going to stop this because no one's come through. Maybe I'll try this later on. We just want to experiment this.
Good morning, family. So we had a really great night last night. It just nice, relaxing, quiet. You know, got nice and dark, and you really couldn't see anything out here. I mean, it gets so dark you trip over your own feet. It's so dark. But we're about to head to town, go get some coffee, and wake up. I realize that our propane is empty, so I've got to go fill that up. You know, it's nice being only just a couple miles away from town, being able to camp and stuff, because we can really just get our gear together, get our stuff together, and be ready for the open road in June. You know, knowing that I'm out of propane, well, cool. I can just 5-minute drive back to town. Unlike being a couple 100 miles out on a dirt trail and realize you're out of something. Yeah, this is easy. We can get things squared away and know what we're doing. Alright, so before we leave out of here, we're going to scout around, make sure there's no trash on the ground. You know, always take care of the camps the way you find them. If you find extra trash, take it out with you, man. You know, there's no point in leaving trash around. And look, there's a little piece of trash, nothing major. But it's something I could take out with and makes the campgrounds look a little bit better. So, right there. Show you guys this. See, my trash is right there. I had a napkin fall out. Pick that up. And we're about ready to go. Alright, we made it to Circle K. I got my coffee. And bags of trash stayed. Like I said, you guys, don't ever leave anything behind. use the handle of the camera to get the trash in. You can see our truck's not most spacious in the world. They've got plenty of room back there. What's that, huh, Curtis?